The Avengers found out that Elektra had been a Skrull this whole time, which none of them knew before she got killed, meaning that there's possibly more undetected Skrulls among them. So to figure out a way to detect Skrulls, they began analyzing her body until Sword basically ordered all heroes to go to Savage Land because a ship was landing there. There was still some tension between the heroes left from the Civil War, but then one of Fury's friends reveals himself to be a Skrull right before blowing up Sword's HQ, only for Jarvis to reveal that he too is a Skrull and then run a virus through Tony's suit, deactivating all the satellites and other things Tony has access to. The Skrulls began their invasion of Earth as they send the Skrull Wonder Man to attack the Thunderbolts and make Skrull Sue Storm activate the negative zone to take out the Baxter building and then finally land a whole ship filled with Avengers Skrull duplicates. However, when Reed finally figured out a way to differentiate Skrulls from real humans, Hank Pym destabilized him, revealing that he is a Skrull. The duplicates and heroes begin fighting each other, with Carol taking Tony out so that he can cure the virus he's been infected with. The battle began scattering across the land, slowly making it difficult for the heroes to tell who is who, but things only get worse with the arrival of the Skrulls that have stolen powers from different heroes over the past decades, ultimately preparing for this chaotic battle in New York. We then learn that Spider-Woman is actually the Skrull Queen as she pulls up on Tony and tries to convince him that he's a Skrull, stating that that's why he did what he did in the Civil War. Tony was already confused due to the virus, so with Jessica now telling him this, he just had nothing to say until Black Widow came in, forcing Jessica to hide away. Natasha basically tells Tony to pull himself together, but when Logan comes in, she begins shooting him, explaining that she's shooting everyone until they bleed red to ensure they aren't Skrulls. Thor then finally arrived, giving the heroes a chance to regroup, but the Skrulls immediately began telling the world that they're here to make Earth better, but then a Sword member who survived the HQ's explosion would free Reed, letting him continue his work to create a weapon that exposed exactly who the Skrulls were. The fight was made much easier with the heroes knowing exactly who to fight, and so both sides end up battling it out in New York until the Skrulls detonate a massive bomb through the Wasp, which ended up killing her but also gave Norman Osborn the opportunity to kill the Skrull Queen right in front of the cameras, causing him to be seen as Earth's savior and also set him up as the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D.